Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling a specific PTE listening task.
Hmm.
It's called highlight incorrect word. Now, I've heard it seems simple, but it can actually be, well, surprisingly important for your final score.
That's absolutely right. It often flies under the radar.
So, our mission today is to really unpack this one. We want to give you the strategies, expose maybe some of the hidden traps.
Yeah, turn those potential pitfalls into, actual advantages.
Okay, let's get into it. This hidden challenge. What's the basic setup?
Right. So picture this. You've got a transcript, the text, right there on your screen,
Okay.
and then you hear recording.
Your job is to listen very carefully and click on any word in the transcript that's different from what the speaker actually says.
So it's a direct comparison word for word.
Exactly. A listening and reading comparison task, essentially.
And there's not much time to prepare, is there? I think I read something about 10 seconds before the audio starts.
Just 10 seconds. Yeah, it's very brief.
So what should you be doing in that tiny window? Good question. Those 10 seconds are crucial. You need to quickly skim the text to get the gist of the topic.
Right.
And really importantly, put your mouse cursor right at the beginning of the first sentence.
Ah, okay. Ready to go.
Yeah, because the key technique here is active listening. You need to follow the speaker's voice with your cursor, moving it along the text as they speak.
Like tracking them live.
Exactly. It helps you stay synchronized. And as you do that initial skim, maybe even look for words that sound similar, potential traps like homophones.
Oh, good tip. So you're kind of priming yourself.
Kind of like if you see fade, maybe you think, could they say trade?
Yeah.
It shifts it from just reacting to actively hunting for those differences.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting, I think. People often focus on the big writing or speaking tasks for points. Is this one actually significant score-wise?
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
And this often surprises people. This specific task, highlight incorrect word, can actually contribute up to, believe it or not, 21 marks to your score.
21. Wow. Okay. That's quite high for what seems like a simple task.
It is. It really changes the perception of which tasks are the heavy hitters.
But with high reward, there's usually some kind of risk, right? Is there a catch here?
There definitely is, and it's a big one. Negative marking.
Ah, okay. Tell us about that.
So you get 1 mark for every incorrect word you correctly identify and click.
Right.
But, and this is the crucial part, you lose 1 mark for every word you click that was actually correct in the transcript.
Ouch. So if you click the wrong thing, it cancels out a correct answer.
Precisely. Though, it's worth noting, your total score for the task can't drop below 0. You won't lose marks from other sections.
Okay, minimum 0, but still that negative marking really changes the strategy, doesn't it?
Completely. It leads directly to the most important piece of advice for this task.
Which is
Don't guess.
simple as that.
If you have any doubt, even a little bit, it's safer to just not click. The penalty for being wrong is too high.
Makes sense. High risk, high reward. Okay, so how often do you actually face this task in the exam? Is it just once?
No, you'll typically get 2 or maybe 3 of these questions in your test.
2 or 3. And are the recordings long?
No, they're quite short, actually. Usually somewhere between 15 and 50 seconds.
15 to 50 seconds. That's not much time to catch potentially multiple errors. How many incorrect words can there be?
There can be up to 7 incorrect words within that short audio clip.
7. In under a minute. Wow. So you really need to be zoned in. No time for your attention to drift.
None at all. That brevity, combined with the potential number of errors and the negative marking, makes focus absolutely critical.
Could you give us a concrete example? Like what kind of word differences are we talking about?
Sure. A common type of example drawn from materials might be, the transcript shows the word ignition.
Okay, like starting a car. Ignition.
Right. But when you listen, the speaker actually says cognition.
Ah, cognition.
Similar sound, totally different meaning. Exactly. Or another one could be, the text says fade, F-A-D-E.
Fade.
But the speaker says trade, T-R-A-D-E.
Trade. Okay, again, very close phonetically. It feels like your brain could easily just hear what it expects to hear based on the text.
That's precisely the challenge. It tests if you are truly listening critically or just letting the text guide your hearing too much. It's often about those minimal pairs, subtle vowel, or consonant shifts.
Yeah.
Our brains naturally want to smooth things over, fill in the gaps based on context. But here, that instinct works against you. You need precise auditory discrimination.
I can see how someone could easily miss that or even misclick thinking they heard a difference.
Oh, absolutely. You might be convinced you heard one thing, only to realize later it was slightly different.
So, wrapping this up, what does this all really mean for you, the listener preparing for PTE?
Well, it means this task demands really sharp ears and intense focus. It's about that direct, critical comparison between sound and text.
And crucially, developing the discipline not to guess under pressure.
Exactly. That negative marking forces careful decision-making.
So, beyond the exam, what does this task kind of teach us?
I think it really highlights how subtle differences between written words and spoken sounds can fundamentally change meaning, like that ignition versus cognition example.
Yeah, completely different ideas.
Right. It forces you to consider how precisely you listen in everyday life. It's interesting to think, what other situations demand that level of comparative listening where one tiny misheard detail could, change the entire picture?